Before we get into the video, I'm going to show you what the final solution actually looks like. It's always nice to know what we're trying to build before we actually see some code. So we're trying to build this, just a simple website where we have a search bar where we can search for some anime. We just type in a keyword, press enter, and then we get a list of animes by category: TV, OVA. And for each category, we have a list of videos or a list of media that has an image, a title, and a description, and a little button that brings you to the My Anime website to find out more about that specific anime, and with the horizontal scroll view. And I hope you enjoy the video. Hello, and welcome to a new video. Here we'll be looking at some public APIs and just choosing one, and we'll try and build a website and see how that goes. So there's this nice GitHub project. It's called Public APIs by Todd Moto. It kind of just lists all the APIs available. And I want to take one, and I just want to build something. Let's try this one. gk.mo. The unofficial REST API. Simple, extended, fast. Nice. This one looks good. We will go with this one. Okay, let's see how this works. So we're just going to take this. So if I do this and I open, let's make a new one, new folder, anime node. Open. We're going to open this one. And just do my index.html, anime.js file. So what we want to do is add event listener, load, and then we're going to call page loaded. And our function, page loaded, is simply going to do a fetch. But first of all, we're going to set the constant URL equals this. Oops. Okay, we got our base URL. Good. Didn't really. Let's make it full screen. There we go. So we got our fetch base URL. Then res JSON. We get the JSON data, and then we do console.log data. Just see what we get, and if there's an error, we'll catch it. And then we do console.log error.message. Okay, so that's pretty good so far. I need to add that here. Doc type HTML. And then we add our script tag source, which is going to be anime.js, like so. Not bad. And now we just need to simply reveal the Finder, and we'll just open that up and see how that went. And 449 found. Okay, so we can't just like invalid or incomplete endpoint. So just that doesn't exist. So what we could do is just to see what happens if we just do the /1. Did that work? So it did work. Character search. There's a search. Aha. Fate 0. I see. It's the Q, the query. Q stands for query. So we have this. Now what we can do is we can add some sort of input. I'm probably gonna use materialize.css, and we'll get started. It's just to avoid wasting too much time on design. Add that. Oops. And we get here. And we want to take the JavaScript and put that there for obvious reasons. Okay. So I've added my JavaScript. Nice. And I've got my CSS, and I just want to get my form text inputs. Looks pretty good. Let's just copy all this. We actually just want to have the search like so, like this, and then this, and then like that. And of course, this needs to be in a class container. take that. Yeah, like this. Okay, so we should have our form. So we have our form, and this will just be search for now. ID search. Validate. Yep. Gonna give an ID. We're gonna call it search form. Then here, what we're gonna do is I will copy this and we'll keep it for now, and we'll just do the function search anime. We're gonna call it function, and here we're gonna do the and we're going to retrieve the data, so we can get form equals new form data, this, and then comes the search, the query. The query would going to be form.get search would probably be the right way of doing that. Of course, we have to check if it works. Console.log query. I'm going to put this in the comments for now because we don't need it. That's pretty good. Form equals document get element by ID. Search form, I think it was what I called it, and form.add event listener, submit. Then we do search anime. And of course here we get the event, and we don't want the form to be sent, so we do the prevent default. Okay, I think that's pretty good for now. We get okay. Search. We got an error. Add event listener of null. 22. Form. Okay, move ID search form. I'm pretty sure that worked. Search. Yep. It's an underscore. Alright, that works. So we'll do Naruto. And that doesn't work either. So what did I do wrong? ID search. Input for search. It's the name. It needs to be equal to search. That's gonna work. And Naruto. Enter. We got Naruto. Cool. As can be seen here. Once I have the query, I can do the to do it. I think it's gonna do something like this probably. Dollar slash. I think because we don't have a slash here, and then we have to do q equals the query word. I think query. Oh, we forgot the okay, query the name, and we'll see how that goes. And enter. Access to fetch failed. And it was at this moment that I realized I had messed up big time, because the whole course problem was not caused because I was doing some kind of cross-origin request. It was mainly because I just had the API completely wrong, and it took me a while to realize that. And because it wasn't just slash anime, it was like slash, I think it was search slash anime, and then you had to add the query, and then it all started working, but I wasn't able to get the values really well, and that was because I had the no course option still there, and all I had to do was to delete it. And by the time I realized I had to do that, I wasted a lot of time, probably like 30 minutes trying to figure this out. So unfortunately, it happens. This was maybe something else that wasn't working. Okay, that works. That was really weird. Complete waste of time. JSON. Okay. So now we get the JSON data. Okay. Results. Very good. Get some URL. What else do we get? Image URL. Okay, so now I can build something. So I can remove this. I'm gonna make a function called update DOM. Yeah, DOM makes sense. Up. Spell it wrong. Update DOM. With the data is going to be here. I'm going to do update DOM like that. So now here I should have the data, and it's data.results. What we do is we do data.results for each anime. Don't know what exactly. We'll just log in and see if that works. Boom, boom, enter. And it works. We get all the each anime airing false, but I can't really tell what that is. Oh, it's an episode. So the first thing we need probably to do is probably to sort them. Sort A, B, probably A dot episode minus B dot episode. It'd make more sense if we just sort it first. Alright, are they sorted? Episodes. Ah, okay. I still want to order them by date, by episodes. Episodes like this. Okay. Let's see if that works. So, episode 0, episode 1. We have more than one episode. That's interesting. Why do we have more than one episode? It's an O-type OVA. Special. And what are all the types? Movie. Ah. So we have the type as well. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. We should probably categorize them by types as well, but that's pretty good for now. So what I want to do is I want to create a container for the results. And so I'm just going to do class container for now. We can make cards. I think a card would be really cool because we have an image. So here we can go with the cards, like with the image, like something like this one would be nice. I think it's just gonna be one row. I think it'd be easier. Just one row probably. Yeah. Let's just do this part real quick. Oops. Ah. Okay. So and then here, what I want to do is I actually want to get the search results ID. Search results like so. We come back in here and const search results equals document element ID search results like so. We probably want to just we want to do search results dot inner HTML equals this, and then we do a map, and in here we do return of the HTML that we copy pasted from earlier. And now what we're going to do is we're going to fill the data up with this. So we're going to do this done. So we want the image URL, so it's going to be anime.image URL. The title, which is title, there is title. So it's anime.title. Anime.title. Easy. This is going to be the synopsis. Anime.synopsis. Not bad, not bad. Anime.url. What is this? Probably find out more. So I think that this is already going to work. So let's go ahead and try that. Naruto and enter. And it works. But we can't really see the title that well because of reasons. So I don't think the title should actually be in here. I think we should put it in the content right there so it doesn't get hidden by the image. But it's not bad so far, not bad. I press enter and why do I have this? What is going on? Do I have a extra thing? Ah, yes. I have to do a dot join like this for that to go away. And then press enter and it goes away. So we got those commas rid of, and we've got find out more. So it's not bad. This is actually really good. If I close this, yeah, it's unfortunate. I'd like them to be on multiple lines because they don't have to be this big, I think. The next thing that would be nice is to like reorganize them maybe. And before I do the sort, I could organize them by category. I have to do like some kind of reduce, probably. Reduce with like the ag and the cur and the like that, and it takes by default probably an object. So the cur is actually going to be the anime, so I can actually rename that to anime, and this is going to be the list organized by categories. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to get the type from the anime first. Once we have the type, we can check if ag.type, if it's equal to if it's undefined, it means that it hasn't been created. We do ag.type, which is equal to a list of anime. Then what we do is we ag type dot push of this anime that we just made, and then we want to return ag. So that would probably be the best. So now we have it organized by category, which is really cool. But now all of a sudden it's kind of complicated with the sort process. The sort is a lot different. It is on different lines. We can't do it on one line anymore. So this is going to be equal to something empty for now. Const anime by categories. Something like that, and there we go. And then what we do here, so we have the anime by categories. So what I want to do now is I just want to do object.values of anime by categories, right? Or maybe just keys. Anime by categories. So we get the keys and we map through each key. So we get the key. So we definitely want this, and we want to put that here now, like that. And so we're going to map through each key, and for each key we're going to be creating a row, right? Because so far what we do now is put everything within this, and that's going to change now. We're going to put that here, and this is what we're going to be creating for every key. So for every key, we're going to return this. For each key, we're going to return this. And before, we have to actually fill it up with some data. And we want to get animes equals anime by category. And we use the key to get the right one, so the list. In fact, I could just do enemies HTML, just call it enemies HTML, and here we do map, yeah, and then all I need to do is copy this. Here we go. Cool. So that's actually pretty good. I'll put it in here, and I call it, what is it called? Animes HTML. Animes HTML. Cool. And I'll do that keys, and I want to do a join here as well. So now they're going to be organized by category, which could be interesting. Let's just make sure this doesn't fail when I do this. Naruto, enter. Okay, so it still works. Let's find out if it's organized by category. So we have, okay. So we have more rows, cool. So we just have to find out which rows are which now. It's gonna be a little bit complicated part. Extra spacing not needed. So we have our rows. What would be nice is before every row, probably add it like in a section. So we actually increase this bigger, and we just create a section. Section. This is just to get the row name visible, and I do some kind of like H3. I'm guessing this is gonna be good. And we do key dot to uppercase. Cool, like that. I think that's pretty good. All right. And then press enter, and it's organized by category. Oh my god, how exciting! I want to be able to scroll like horizontally. So we have TV, probably have OVA somewhere. Well, if I'm going to do that, then I probably am not going to use the whole this. That's what's causing the problem. So now we're going to create our anime.css file, and we're going to do that gimmick.file row, which is going to be our flex container. Display flex. Flex direction, which is by default row. I still want to do row. No. Column. Row. We'll see. And we want the flex wrap, which is by default no wrap. We just want to make sure it's at no wrap. What I also want to do is I want to set the body, which the margin is actually to 0, and I want the overflow. I think the overflow X hidden, right? Which would be nice. And then I want the scroll direction or overflow X scroll. All right, that would make more sense. And I just want to justify the content. It's probably stretch. We'll see how that goes. Rel style sheet. Enter. Oh, much better. And we can scroll. That's so much better. That every element within will have a flex. I think it's basis 5 or 10 rem. Let's see how that looks like. Let's take if we can do flex shrink 0 and flex. I don't know. Flex grow is not gonna. It's gonna kind of ruin it. Let's do like something exaggerated, like 20 rem. See how that looks like. So, as you can see, they're much bigger now. They don't seem to be all that same size, but it's fine. It looks much better than it was before. We get that nice horizontal scroll going on here. Here is to say that all the cards, the dot card within the rows, if I'm not mistaken, so it's gonna be in JavaScript. So what we need is to have these cards, like at least the content, kind of the same size to push everything up and down. And I've done that before on another project, and if I remember correctly, looking at our JavaScript here, I have to play around with the card content. So card has to be a flex column, I think. It should be display flex, flex direction column. That'd be pretty good, I think. So unfortunately, the video just completely stopped recording and I just lost all the footage of me completely finishing the project. But the solution in CSS is this. So pretty much the idea is that we have card. For each card, we define it as a flex and a direction column. So they're stacked upon each other, everything within it. Because if we remember correctly, I think it's in the JavaScript that we see it. So we have the card, and then within it, so all the items within, like the card image, card content, card action. These are the items of a flex container, right? So the idea is that we want the card content to push the card image up and the card action down so that they're all about the same size. That's kind of the idea behind it. So you can see here, I defined that the card content should have a flex grow of 1, which pretty much just says, okay, I want you to expand and take up as much room as you can. And of course, which is going to push the other ones up and down. And this is going to be limited because this is the one that can actually grow. And then for the card image, what I had to do, it defines the default size, but it might change if it's a column. So I think if it's a column, it might actually refer to the height. I'm not actually 100% sure on that, so don't take my word for it. What I had to do is also hide the images that overflow on the Y. So the card images, anything that pushes out of the card image, like for example, the image itself, well, they get hidden so that it looks like they all have the same size. And this can be seen, some of these images, they're kind of cut at the bottom. I mean, if you inspect, you can actually see what's happening here. Yeah, see, this is what would happen if I didn't have the overflow hidden. Some of them don't line up perfectly. Not even 30 is good. Like 25 maybe? 25 seems to be like a little bit better. So maybe I'll go with 25. That might actually be just a tad bit better. This one's smaller, so it looks kind of weird. And what I could also do is have like some like background color. Background color like gray, so just in case that actually happens. Yeah, here it is. So at least it's, at least you have a background color grays. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you wish. Let me know what you want to see next time. If you want to see this project and look at the code yourself, then feel free to visit my GitHub. The link will be in the description. Thank you. Bye bye.